Welcome to the Rise Up Late Night. I am Ron. I just from Atlanta. How y'all been doing?
You guess you're from Atlanta?
I am from ATL.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, it's been a busy day. How you been doing, Andy?
I'm doing pretty good. Sabres once again are a wagon. Beat that ass 6-1 on Boston.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. So,
Yeah.
what you want to talk about first, Andy?
Why don't you get what you got to get off your chest first?
Okay. Now, over the summer, James Pierce Jr. got arrested. Cool. I don't deserve, I don't. He got into it with his girlfriend, long term girlfriend. They broke up. Something happened. We don't know. He got arrested, and all hell broke loose. Now, some people, Marcus Betts, jump off the front porch. Don't know the whole story. Well, I'm finna tell you the whole story. The whole story is you said the man should go to jail for the next 5 years. Well, you did not say he went to jail for that one day. He got to go to Angel. He got basically on therapy classes for the next 6 months. You did not say that shit. What you said, oh, he ran his car into his girlfriend. He was beating her ass. Where the video that's showing the black eye, the busted lips? Where all that at, Marcus Betts? Ain't no video out there of that. Why TNZ was not out there, Marcus? Why they did not say, oh, well, we got the video, she got busted lip and black eye. There is not no video, Marcus. Well, he got money. So you keep on jumping into stuff and you don't know the whole thing, Marcus. Do your research like you used to tell me. No,
People
you
always be moving
so
the goalposts.
you moving the goalpost because you said the reason he got out because he got money. Well, Marcus, she got money too. Well, Marcus, she played in the WNBA. Well, Marcus, well, you did not say they had two chances to talk about this. If they did not come up with an agreement, they would have went to court. Well, they came up with the agreement saying he got to go to therapy for 6 months and all the charges will be dropped. You did not say that, Marcus. So now I got to call you out. Because you always said we all need to do our research. Well, when you said that, why you ain't finished doing your research over everything? And you cannot lie, though. We got the receipt, we got the video saying did what you said. If that happened to a female in my family, they got to come see me. You said the only reason this man got off because he got money. And he played football for the Atlanta Falcons. Now, are you saying that because you're a hater, or are you saying that because the same thing happened to Zeke and you would take it up for Zeke a couple of years ago? So which one is it, Marcus? The people are waiting. And don't move the goalposts like you've been doing all night. I tired of you telling half of the story and not the whole thing. Tell the whole thing, Marcus. Tell that part. Oh, I got Andy.
Okay, so you got that off your chest. You feel a little better now. We can
Yes.
breathe. All right, that's good. So, guess we'll move on from that, unless Marcus is gonna jump up in here. I
I
don't think
doubt
he
it.
wants that. I don't think he wants that, but hey, you never know. I may not know what the fuck I'm talking about. I should probably just stick to hockey as I keep getting told,
Mm.
even though I barely know anything about hockey anymore. I stick to football.
Out. Heartburn.
I mean, I know the game, but like, I don't know it like the way I do football. It's just not the same. But anyway, what do we think of the NFL draft?
Um, it, we seen a lot of football players slide all the way down.
This is true, but this happens every year.
Right.
There's always a couple people that you can't believe are there in the fifth or sixth round, and they
Right.
fall to somebody, and then you're like, how the fuck did they get there?
Right. We well, I was on a podcast on the third day of the draft. And it was the D tackle that I liked it. He played for Ole Miss. They said he was top 5 or top 10 D tackle. Why that man did not get drafted in the NFL?
Who's to say? Could have some injury problems, could have some off field stuff that nobody knows about. There's plenty of reasons why people don't get drafted.
Right. But before the draft, they're saying he was top 5, top 10. And he went undrafted. Then he signed with the Cardinals. Make it make sense.
Don't know. That's interesting.
I mean, they said he was top 5, top 10. So I just been wanted to know that. I mean, it don't make sense.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of
Yeah,
people thought that quarterback from Vanderbilt was going to get drafted, and he didn't get drafted either.
right. Now he did get a workout with the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
So what really going on? Yes, they're saying he got bad attitude, but a lot of quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield had a bad attitude.
Yeah, but there's a difference on what, like, I don't know. That dude seems everything's about me. Baker Mayfield, if he's playing like shit, I'm feeling he's like, man, I'm playing like shit. Like, I don't know. There's levels to it.
Well, I'm glad you said that because when last time I checked, when Baker Mayfield was in college and he was going up against Georgia to get to the national championship, at the end of that game, he had a bad attitude.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I'm not excusing everything, but I feel
Right.
like there's levels to it, and I feel like and let's also forget Baker Mayfield. What is he? 6'1"?
Maybe 5'10", 5'11", somewhere like that. The
Isn't the
same
dude
size
isn't
that,
isn't he isn't well he's bigger than the dude from Vanderbilt because that motherfucker's like 5'8".
I to me, it should not even matter how tall you is. It should
I mean,
matter.
if you can't see over the fucking offensive lineman, it kind of matters.
Well, you do say that. Okay. How about who just went to Minnesota? The quarterback. from Arizona.
Yeah, but he's like same size as Baker Mayfield. He's that 5'10", 5'11", not
Right,
five,
that
but
my
he's not 5'8". 5'8",
that, hey,
that's a whole other story.
hey, no, you to get the ball where it need to go, right?
Hmm. Yeah, I guess, but I mean, if you can't see the fucking blitz coming
I,
because the tackles are too tall,
I mean, you better be like Speedy Gonzalez out there. You better run.
yeah,
You better run.
I don't think he can run like that. But I didn't watch a lot of Vanderbilt, so
I mean, they went 10-3.
yeah,
They did good. I
yeah,
mean,
they did. But
so
I mean,
it
let's remember Johnny Manziel had his teams winning a lot too, and
right,
he didn't do shit in the NFL. So
right. Now, is that because Cleveland were bad in the front office?
no, that well, I mean, yes, they're terrible in the front office, but he was all about partying. He never fucking studied. He never did
Right,
any of that shit. So
right. So
he
a
didn't
little
help
bit,
himself.
a little bit of both. You got bad front office, and he not helping his case by studying the playbook and the film.
Hmm.
So of course, and you cocky, and you throwing up money signs on draft day. This what will happen.
True.
It
So
happened. So
what did you think about Atlanta's draft?
B+.
B plus. What'd you like? What didn't you like?
I like we got the 12 brothers back together again on the same football field. They're both from the west side of Atlanta. They both went to the same college, but they never played together. And they're both on my Atlanta Falcons, and they playing together.
Okay,
So
what didn't you like?
I I wish we would drafted that D tackle from Ole Miss.
Hmm.
I wanted him. The man is 6'8", 6'9", 320.
Okay. Well, I
And
think we want to wait till Andre gets back to talk about the Bills because I know he has a lot to say. So
look,
we'll just start talking about other teams. What did we think
Andre
of
is here,
the?
but y'all can go
Oh,
ahead and continue to talk and give me a few minutes. I
yeah,
got
that's
you.
fine. We'll talk about some other teams. What did we think of the Arizona Cardinals?
trash. You just
Yeah.
signed Tyler Algier
Yep. They had
this
James
all season.
Conner. They have like five other running backs. So it made
Right.
no sense. Like,
The,
trust
the,
it's not the pick. Like
it,
your Love deserved to get drafted where he was drafted, like that high,
right.
but they didn't need that fucking position.
Right. And that again, I was on another podcast and I said the same thing. I said, why they just drafted a running back and you need offensive line help.
Offensive line, defensive line,
Defensive
they
line,
need wide receiver, they
right. You
need
need everything. But you
quarterback,
draft
they
right. I don't get it. If I'm a young head coach and I see this team got three running backs, why would I draft another running back? Oh, by the way, we just paid Tyler Algier. So me, I would go for offensive line, defensive line, corners, safety, wide receivers. How about a quarterback?
hmm
How about that? Hmm. Oh, my bad. You got the quarterback from the Miami Hurricanes, Carson Beck.
yeah, I don't like him. I didn't like him. I don't. He is not good,
So
at
you
least to
got
me.
him in round two.
Ugh.
But after that, then you got offensive linemen. Make sense.
Yeah, they could have. I'm sure somebody could have came up to 3 to take whoever, and they could have dropped back
Right.
a couple spots, and they take an
Uh,
offensive lineman and
right.
pick up some more picks.
Right. Get more picks, all that. But no, you got running back, then you got Carson Beck.
Yeah.
Make sense.
All right. Let's talk about another team that didn't their draft didn't make sense. The L.A. Rams.
Ooh. Now, you got what the quarterback name they got? I
You mean the one they have their starter, or are you talking about
No,
the
the
kid they
one that
drafted?
they drafted.
They took the kid from Alabama
Right.
at
So you
12 or 13th overall.
so let, let me get this straight. You still got Matt Stafford. He on MVP level right now.
Yep.
But you gonna draft a running back. I mean a quarterback. Instead of another weapon
Here's my
or
thing.
offensive lineman.
Here's my thing. They could have drafted a quarterback.
But not now.
They could have easily went, "Hey, we can get we can get a weapon here at 13 or
13.
12 or whenever they drafted, and then easily made a trade or two to jump back in the end of the first round to grab him,
Right.
or early or very early second." I think it's ridiculous that they wasted that high of a draft pick on that bum.
Right. No,
Because they already even have a backup. They have Stenson Bennett.
right. To me, he decent. He not the greatest. Like, oh shit, he
I'd
did.
rather have Stenson Bennett than that kid. So, at
To
least what
me,
I've seen.
what I think, how I think is, you cannot win a big game in college. You should not go top 5. You should not go top 20.
Stenson Bennett won his championship and played in another.
Right.
Has proven that he was able to hang in
Right.
there and do it. And then you go and draft this bum, which it
Right.
didn't even seem like McVay wanted him. Like if you look at McVay's face at that first thing, he did not want that kid.
Right. So it seemed like maybe he was pressure of getting him from the front office, from the owner. The owner might have told him, hey, I like that kid from Alabama. McVay might say, well, I know. And the owner might have said, you know what? No, I want that kid from Alabama. We need to draft him at 13. So McVay, he cannot tell the owner no. He cannot say no.
I mean, he could have just said, "Do you want to win a Super Bowl, or do you like coming in fourth place every year?"
I mean, but you gotta think about it. His job would be on the line. Okay, for an example, Carolina, when they hire y'all old ex quarterback that played for y'all as a head coach,
Mm-hmm.
and the owner said, "We want Bryce Young." He said, "I'm on the quarterback from the Houston, Texas, T.J. Stroud."
To be honest, neither one are that great.
So I mean, I just you see what happened to your old quarterback. He got fired.
Yep. Now he's the Jets' offensive
Right.
coordinator.
So it like you cannot really do what you want to do. We don't know how much power do the head coaches have.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? We always talking about power, power, power. How much power do the coaches have, really? Do it just go for the team?
I'm just saying they're coming off a quarterback before in golf that's probably is what that kid could, if he plays his best, could
Right.
even hope for. And they got rid of that for someone like Stafford. Yeah, they weren't. They could have waited till next year when there's like 5, 6 quarterbacks coming out that are
Right.
considered first rounders instead of that trash that came out this year.
Right. But once again, we don't know how much power McVay got. We don't. We the owner could have said, you know what, I like the kid from Alabama. I want him. They did it in Carolina.
True.
Frank Wright said, I want CJ Stroud. The owner said, no, give me a Bryce Young. We seen it with the Dolphins. Their head coach, he the defensive coordinator with Minnesota Vikings right now. He
Yep.
said he wanted who from the Chargers, the quarterback.
Yep.
But the owner came down and said, nope, give me a tour. And the head coach got fired. So how much power do the head coaches really have? We don't know. We see it with the Giants.
I feel like the owners should stay out of it. Let the GMs and the coaches make the picks.
Right. I feel like you too, but if they don't want to pay out the money and I vote for them, I cannot
And
tell them no, hey, shut the F up. I cannot do that. Though you vote for them. You,
so if I'm the GM, I'm gonna the owner and say, hey, you want to win? Let me and the coaches do what we do. You just sit there and sign the checks, and in 3 years, if we ain't a contending team, then you can fire me.
I mean,
Then, if not, stay out of my way.
I just saying.
That's how I look at it. There shouldn't be the whole, oh, I want this player, dude. You don't understand football at that kind of level. Stay the fuck out of it. Jerry Jones, shut the fuck up. Stay the fuck out of it.
Well, you can't say that because if you do, you will get fired.
Listen, I would have. They probably wouldn't have hired me because of what I would have said in the meeting, unless he really trying to win.
You will get fired. I mean, we see it all the time. We see it when you go against the grain with some of the owners, you get fired.
Just because you made a fortune in business, don't think you know when it comes to football. Now, speaking of horrible front offices, how about San Francisco? Huh?
Ooh,
They had a pretty bad draft as well.
nah,
I should say the NFC West altogether had a bad draft.
what, mm, what I heard, I know some 49er fans, and one of them told me if they don't make it to the second round or the third round in the playoffs this year, Shanahan needs to be fired. That's what he told me.
I mean, he can't help it if the entire team gets hurt. I mean, that's not on him.
Right?
Now,
It's not
if they're healthy all year and then they just perform bad in the playoffs, that's a different story. But
right.
if Christian McCaffrey's hurt or fucking their quarterback's hurt or shit, half their wide receiver core went out or Kittle got hurt again and
What?
different story.
But once again, they're looking at when Shanahan did this and did that, we should be able to get back to the Super Bowl.
Mm,
Uh,
easier
We
said than done.
right, but that's how they looking at it. It's like we've been there twice, but we have not won it. So it, it's not easy to get to the Super Bowl and win it at the same time. So this what some of the 49ers fans tell me all the time. Run, he did this, he did that. He know how to develop players. He the man when it comes to drafting and this or that. So it should not be no problem if somebody get injured. You got somebody else step up, right?
Yeah, but even if there is someone to step up, you're going from A product to possibly C or worse.
Right. But that when you got the whole off season to do your research as a head coach and as a GM. That's where your research come in. You got to study these players. You got to get to know these players, what they like to do, what they don't like to do, what this or that. Do they got a good background? Do they got good people around them?
True.
You got to study these players.
And then you got the Seahawks who take a backup running back with their first pick in the first round.
Again, make it make sense, right?
Gee, that one's definitely a head scratcher.
Now you let go your MVP
Mm-hmm.
because you ain't want to pay him. But you keep the running back that kept on getting injured.
I mean, technically they both were getting injured. It's
Right.
just
But,
he stayed healthy last year.
right. And you took another running back and you lost pass rushers,
Mm-hmm. They lost a
offensive
couple of times.
linemen, corners, safeties to free agents.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to take running back.
And
With
mind
your,
you, a backup running back
right.
who the starter had already been drafted.
Right. So make it make sense. I mean, to me, I don't think Seattle will be that good this year because the OC is the Las Vegas Raiders, aka head coach now.
Mm-hmm.
So you lost that. Who else gonna come up and call the better plays than he did?
True.
And you got bullseye on your back now because you're the Super Bowl champs. So that means every time you play a team, you're gonna get their best effort.
Mm-hmm.
So
They're
we
no
gonna
longer the
see,
hunter; they're the hunted.
right. We gonna see what can Seattle do this year without your OC. Can Sam Donald do the same thing he did this past season coming up? Or is he a one-hit wonder?
Another head-scratching draft was Minnesota. How are you going to draft a kid that broke his foot twice within the same year?
Again, you gotta do your research. You got to do your research. And, I mean, that's all it boils down to. You got to know these players.
And then you got Jacksonville, who I think drafted 3 different tight ends. 2 of them are blocking tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is up with that?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know, but I will say that the Jets had a good draft.
Yeah, I was gonna get to good drafts in a minute. I was
Right.
just gonna focusing on some of the bad ones. The other, to me, the Cowboys had a bad draft. It's just their first pick was good. After that, can't really say I like their draft.
Mm. Let me see who else had a shitty draft.
I think we pretty much covered them, at
Yeah,
least the worst ones.
yeah,
I mean, everyone else you can kind of say is up in the air.
yeah. So, who you think have had a really good draft?
The Miami Dolphins
Yes.
had a really good draft, as much as it hurts me to say it.
Uh, the Jets had a really good draft.
They had a good draft. I wouldn't say really good. I would say it was good. They drafted a second tight end when they already had a really good one, and they still don't have a quarterback.
You don't like Gino?
I've never liked Gino.
You don't like?
No, Mister, my jaw's wired shut for 6 weeks.
Oh shit!
He got a knuckle sandwich because he was spouting off, and yeah, I can't say I was ever really a fan of Gino.
Right. I mean, I hate to give these two team props where they had a really good draft. The Saints,
Yeah, they had a really good draft too.
they got basically all the Georgia players. They got the D tackle from Georgia. They got the tight end from Georgia. Georgia players, huh? You don't like LSU no more, Saints?
They like who they like.
Right. Carolina had a good draft.
They were okay.
They got a D tackle. Whew.
I think
So
the Giants had a really good draft.
yes, yeah, the Giants. If they put all that together, that might be scary.
It's almost like they're going to finish higher than the Dallas Cowboys this
Ooh,
year.
oh shit.
Just like someone who is on this panel said. Let's see who else had a really good draft I can think of. Pittsburgh had a pretty decent draft.
Mm-hmm.
I liked what they did.
Cincinnati, they did decent. I said decent. No, I ain't say great.
We'll see if they can put it together.
Right.
Because
Um,
people are talking big about Cincinnati, but we don't know if they can pull it together yet. So
they better talk big. What I've been hearing about Joe Burrow, if they don't have a good season, he might be asking for a trade.
what was it? The one idiot on ESPN said, given with what the Bengals drafted, that they're going to win the AFC this year. I don't know about all that.
Yeah. All I know is they don't have a good season. Joe Burrow might be going out of that door. It might not be coming back. That's
And
what
I
I
think
do
I
know.
think is that what Minnesota's banking on?
I don't know what they banking on, but that's what I know. That's the rumor right now. I don't know if Minnesota banking on it, but that the rumor. If they don't have a good season, Joe Burrows might ask for a trade. So
While y'all sitting up here talking about Cincinnati, we need to talk about Buffalo's draft.
Well, we were waiting for you to get back
we
to
ready
talk
for
about
you,
Buffalo's
Clay.
draft.
Oh, I already knew
I
that. That's why I
I
said
was a,
that. Did
I was
you say
avoiding them
the
purposely.
AFC?
That's what somebody on ESPN said, that the Bengals were going to win the AFC, given with what he saw they did in free agency and the draft.
Get the hell out of here. See,
That's
this is
what I
why
said.
right here. This is why I
Never
need
mind.
one of their jobs. I need to have a job.
Mm-hmm.
I need to have one of these folks' jobs. I'm so serious. I don't know how you can go on ESPN and be so mediocre. Absolutely not. They might not even listen. Cleveland had a phenomenal draft. We want to
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah.
teams that have
Oh, yeah, I
phenomenal draft.
forgot about
Cleveland
Cleveland.
had a
Cleveland had a
phenomenal
really
draft.
good draft.
Are we gonna sit up here and say Cleveland should be AFC champs off of a draft? Get out of here. I
Now,
don't care if Joe Burrow is the quarterback. That don't mean they winning
Andre,
the entire AFC.
this the rumor. If Cincinnati don't have a good season,
We already know Joe Burrow might go ahead and get traded.
yes, ask for a trade.
They're going to go the Matthew Stafford route.
And I don't blame him. I don't.
Nobody would.
I'll tell you what, they didn't address defense the way they should have. And I'm gonna be honest with you, is that offensive line up to snuff?
Probably not yet.
Not yet. So that maybe got 20. You got a D tackle that what 28 years old
Yep.
from the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
You gave them your first round pick. Now, me and Andre talk about this all the time. What the NFL stand for,
Not for long.
or what you done for me lately. And I like Dexter Lawrence. I do. I'm a big Dexter Lawrence fan. But he has not showed up lately. And you let your best pass rusher walk out and walk to Baltimore. But you paid Dexter Lawrence.
Listen, not many things in Cincinnati make sense. Their owner is
Right.
bottom tier. So
it's like, I wish the owners could get fired. Like after so many years you do so bad, you just get fired.
they got to come out and do some racist stuff, or be on a list or something to get their
Crazy
team taken away.
egregious stuff.
Yep.
What?
It's about the only way they take away those teams.
So it's like we seen all these bad teams. You be so bad for so long. And it made me wonder, do you really care about winning football games, or do you care about the money coming into your pockets?
Yeah, but the thing is they don't like taking teams away because they all like getting paid. So that's why they all stick together, unless it's like,
But
you kind of fucked up here. I kind of can't stick by you on this one.
right,
That's what it comes down to.
but it like the Jets. When the last time the Jets were good?
2011?
And what it is 26?
Yep, that's why they have they now have the continuous active streak of not making the playoffs
Right.
in major sports.
And like when the commissioner of the NFL is going to go to the Jets, be like, look, we know you're doing this on purpose. If you don't start winning, you need to sell your team.
Yeah, but not everybody can win in the NFL.
Oh, you can win if you put the right product on
Yeah,
the
but
field.
the thing is like okay, right now the Jets in their own division what some people think the Patriots are going to be great. I don't necessarily, but a lot of people think the Patriots are going to be great. You got the Bills who are going to be a consistent 11 win team every year, and they've been like that. It's been like that for a while.
Right,
And
but
and even before the Patriots were good, yeah, when the Patriots weren't good, Miami was somewhat good. They've always had at least two teams over them, if not all three.
what?
So
So
they
you tell me the last time the Jets were in the year 2006,
2011 was the last year they made the
2011,
playoffs.
you know how long that was?
Yes, it was about the same. It was about the same as it took the Sabres to make the playoffs.
So, I mean,
A
my
long time.
God, this man more worried about Madden than win the
Yeah,
game.
they're idiots.
So that let me know your mind not even worried about the NFL. You more worried about what your grandson telling you about Madden. Make it make sense.
All right, all right, Andre. What did you think about the Buffalo Bills draft? Andre,
Andre.
Sorry, you heard the silence. You
Yeah.
heard that silence.
Oh
Notice I
shit.
didn't say anything.
Oh shit.
That's exactly how I felt about the Bills draft. By the way,
Oh shit.
first and foremost, right off the jump, let's be clear. I got to address something you said though. You said the Bills are a 11 win consistent 11 win team. Well, I'm
they've been
wondering if they're going to be a consistent 11 win team this year with this schedule and the nonsense that they just pulled. So let's look before I get to talking about this draft. Their away opponents: New England, Dolphins, Green Bay, Denver, the Rams, Texans, Vikings, Raiders. I see one, two, three, four losses right there.
I think that I think
okay.
y'all gonna beat the Raiders.
Oh, and look at here. You play Kansas City this year again.
We play Kansas City every year, Andre. That's not like
No,
a
no shit, Sherlock. That's the whole point. The whole point of my diatribe, what I'm about to get to. See, I like to connect things. See, you know I'm gonna connect it. I'm gonna connect it all in one, Andy. Uh-oh. The Bills about to fall. That record you was talking about, the Bills about to fall like toys in Toy Story when they hear, uh-oh, Andy's coming.
okay. We'll see about that.
Dang.
Okay? First and
Josh
foremost,
is good
you
for
didn't even
11 wins.
address you didn't address your biggest need in the draft, which was you want to play 3-4, but you didn't address the nose tackle situation. We
They
had Trey McDonald right
I
there.
was looking into that. In Denver, they don't really have a big nose tackle. They kind of run with
I
smaller
don't give a damn
fronts.
about Denver.
Hey,
Buffalo ain't Denver.
that's where the D tackle comes from. The defensive coordinator comes from, so he's going to run a
I don't give a
similar
damn.
system.
That's nice. Well, guess what? And he's a moron. Um, this ain't Denver. Number one, this ain't the Mile High Stadium. This is Highmark Stadium. Two different places, two different situations, two different divisions. By the way, number one. Number two, um, I don't give a damn about him not having a big nose tackle. You know how many 200-yard rushers Buffalo's giving up? We not even gonna get started on last year. How many rushers definitely got after the Buffalo Bills? Mind you, let's go. Let's look at this schedule we was just talking about. So you didn't address the nose tackle position. You had Caden McDonald. By the way, when you draft in the first and second round, you should be looking for players who have played competition and meaningful games along with talent. I think people just think that talent alone is good enough, and that's not the case. There's a mental, there is a mental part of the game. You remember when I forget who the player was that said football is 90% mental and 10% physical. I forget.
I remember that.
Wasn't wasn't it John Madden who said that?
Somebody, it might be
I
Matt.
think it was John Madden.
Regardless, you need to get players who've played competition, players who actually have played meaningful games. If you want to go somewhere, perfect example, i.e., the Seattle Seahawks went and got Nick Inamori last year. He ended up being legitimately, by the way, Buffalo could have had him. Uh, should have
Your
been defense
buzzword.
rookie of the year and won a Super Bowl. See how meaningful games matter? And that's just one prime example. JSN played at Ohio State. See how meaningful games matter when you play with competition. You look at the Philadelphia Eagles, how they hit 5 years in a row in the draft. They drafted Georgia boys. They drafted Georgia boys in the whole 9 yards because they played meaningful football. You dumbass idiot decided we're going to skip on CJ Allen, who would have been a good player for your interior linebacker position, in which you want to stop the run. But I'm looking at a too small interior backing core right now in Buffalo. And your backup is Joe Andreessen, by the way. Okay, moving on from that. You decided to draft one in the fourth round. Okay,
Who people are saying he should have been taken in the second.
okay, that's nice.
Okay.
It sound cute. Regardless, you didn't get those players, and then you went and got a player who played on the team where all their stars last year declined. Clemson was sorry as hell last year. This is the same ACC that had Florida State with one win in it. Again, with minimum wins in the conference. Sorry as hell, and you went and got him instead of like that was dumb. I'm starting to really think that depending on again, as I say, complexion for the protection for the complexion, you can be mediocre as fuck, kiss ass, and keep your job. This is what I'm starting to think when it comes to Brandon Bean, showing his true colors once again, like a fucking buffoon and a moron. And I'm sorry, I'm calling it like it is. He is a fucking moron, and an arrogant one at that. Then you go on the presser and say our biggest need was corner, yet you didn't even get a corner with the first pick. Make it make fucking sense, sir.
So, my question to you, Andre and Andy, do y'all think the GM need to get fired? Because what
Well,
I was told, wait a minute, what I was told after the draft, he would get the boot. The draft came and left. So, what do y'all think?
You know how we feel about that. We've made
Lula and him
statements
are in
about that.
cahoots anyway. You seen that in the whatchamacallit, in the presser when they was throwing people under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Bean is in cahoots. Pagula don't know shit about sports, and Bean is the patsy, the ass kisser in this whole situation.
So,
The coward. I call him a coward because he threw Sean McDermott and Keon Coleman right under the bus, which was to me, where I'm from, we call that bitch shit. But
now, my
here
next,
nor there. Hold on, ma. Hold on though. Then then in the fourth round, you get all these players. Now, some of these players they got in the draft, I like. I do like the Skylar Bell. I do like that UConn receiver. They did get somebody from Ohio State at corner, which okay,
Got him in the
but
second round.
in the second round. But you're not about to sit here. I'm sorry, I said for it, but second in the second round. But you're not about to sit here and make me believe that you believe that corner was your biggest position when you gave up 200 plus yards like 4 or 5 times last year, and one of your biggest Achilles heels was stopping the run. Not getting me to believe that whatsoever. I don't believe him. Brandon Bean. I don't know what. tree or mountain or um wall you fell off of or fell from, or what roof you fell from and hit your head. But I don't. At this point, it just sounds crazy to me. I don't believe with the leadership. I don't believe in the leadership. I'm not trustworthy of this leadership whatsoever. 11 wins is a little steep. I see 4 losses on the road already, and that's
So
just a. They ain't about to be 13-4 this year. I don't see that. I do not see that whatsoever.
let me ask y'all this: with the whole Coleman he they threw under the bus situation, is that relationship good now, or is
Supposedly it's good. It's been mended. Supposedly.
now?
We'll see this year on the field.
Now, what if he come out and saying he want to get traded?
He can come out and say it, but I don't know if anybody's going to want him. There's been so much bad press about him. I doubt anyone's going to trade for him. And Buffalo's not just going to release him. So he's
But
stuck.
it two sides to every story. One
But
person trash is another person
yes,
trash
but if you're looking at that situation, why are we going to trade for him when we can just wait another year and he'll get released?
because one Brandon Bean and the owner threw him under the bus.
Yeah,
So
but
he could
why
feel,
waste why give up an asset when you can get him in free agency this year if the Bills aren't going to keep him?
but is he the way they were talking? Is he?
He's only got one more year on his contract.
No, what I'm saying is he. I I think when you draft a rookie wide receiver, sometimes it take the wide receiver longer.
I agree. I'm just saying he because he was taken in the second round. He's only has a 4 year contract. He's going into year three, so he has this year, which is year three, and then
Mm-hmm.
next year he's done if he doesn't perform. And he
Mm.
hasn't shown he has. I don't think he's shown enough to where other people are going to want to come take him just yet.
Yeah, it always sucker out there. It always somebody you to get over.
It's true, but
What I mean by that
if
is,
somebody wanted him, this weekend would have been a good time to come do it, and nobody did. So
what I mean by that, it could be somebody just sitting back, be like, you know what? He might be that bad with Buffalo, but we get him over here with the
yeah, but Ron, if it
Texas.
was going to happen, it would have happened on Saturday and Friday. It would have
You right.
happened then. It
You
didn't
right.
happen. So
I just saying. Sometimes it take longer. I think you should have a veteran when you draft a young wide receiver on the team to teach the rookie. Hey, this is what you need to do. You need to study. You need to do this, this, and this.
yeah, well, they also have to be willing to accept.
That true. That
So
is true.
we ain't there behind closed doors. We don't know what's really happening with that. So
What? I just saying. I mean, sometimes it take a rookie wide receiver longer to get.
I think this draft was C plus B minus. It was okay, good. I mean, I wanted Caden McDonald, but I don't know. Apparently, they saw something in TJ Parker.
I I
He's he
I
seems like a good kid. We'll see what happens.
I thought y'all would have get C.J. Allen.
Thought could have got him too, or Jacob Rodriguez. I liked him too. Now,
Right.
I did like the dude that they drafted in the fourth round. He's really good. He should have went higher. How he fell, I don't know. both those pickups in the two of those three pickups in the fourth round, I think could have been drafted in the second
Right.
in Bell and the linebacker.
Skylar Bell.
Keon Coleman, there is actually 3 teams that could pursue interest if they wanted to, and that's the Vegas Raiders, the
Right.
Carolina Panthers, and Dallas Cowboys. They wanted if they really wanted to pursue interest, they could.
Right.
All 3 of those teams could use a big body receiver as such, and add to their long term wide receiver depth.
Yeah, well, if
Or
they were going to do that, why wouldn't they have done that this weekend?
or
I'm gonna tell you why they
Or-
wouldn't do that this weekend, because of PR.
the right.
That's true. It could be more of a training camp trade.
Right.
Correct.
It could say
Why would you even want to do that on the biggest off season day of the year anyway, when you know PR is out the most?
right.
That's not when you do that. They wouldn't have
Or
did that anyway. They wouldn't have
or
traded Keon on draft night or the night after the draft anyway.
or even the coach.
Especially after the crap that took place. That's
Right.
bad PR. Unless you want bad PR, which Buffalo doesn't like, then you're
True.
not doing it.
Even the coach.
I wouldn't do that. But later
That-
on, I could see, because Carolina has a relationship with Buffalo, I could see Carolina trying to get Keon Coleman if
Well, they have two. They have two big body receivers already.
yeah, but Keon Coleman to me is a slot receiver anyway, and for depth, I mean he could be a depth piece for any of those teams that I just mentioned.
That's true.
But it is rumor that the Carolina Panthers going through the same thing that y'all going through with their wide receiver. They took from
with
Ole
Leggett?
Miss. Yes.
Exactly.
It is rumored that if he don't do nothing this year, he might be out of the door. So they might be looking for another wide receiver. That's why they drafted the wide receiver this year, because he had not done that. I'm just saying.
But yeah, I'd have to grade this as a C plus, B minus. I think it's fair.
I say Atlanta, we got a B plus.
I
And
think you
you-
guys are more of an A minus than a B plus.
Nah, the B. I like the Terrell brothers. They're both from Atlanta. They're both from the west side of Atlanta. They're both finally playing together. It a good PR move.
I don't really remember who Green Bay drafted. Andre, you know? It was, I'm no. I'm not even.
Sounds bad, but I didn't.
I genuinely just I don't have a memory of like one of their picks. Like nothing jumps out bad nor good. It's not like talking shit. I'm just genuinely like they didn't have a pick that I can like, ooh, that was bad, or
give a
like,
shit.
oh,
But I genuinely did not give a shit, because Green Bay is so good at developing players anyway that I really did not give a shit. I really don't. I don't. Because at this point, if you're not drafting somebody, if you're not drafting to win Super Bowl right now, then I don't give a damn. I really don't. So I could tell you their picks. I actually got them up right here. Actually, and I'll put them up for y'all just so you can see
we
these
know.
picks. I mean, they did a good job. They didn't do a bad job.
yeah. Like I said, there was just nothing like
Give a shit.
memorable. Like I said, it wasn't like, holy shit, they got this dude fell to them, or that was
So those
terrible.
are their
Fuck,
picks
they
right
think-
there.
Can't nobody see that, Andre?
Yeah, you gotta zoom in
So
there.
those are
a
their
little bit.
picks right there. I forget. I'm sorry. The people waiting. Let me make sure I put. I forget. Ron always put his one eye in front of the screen just so y'all can see him.
Right.
Sir. Here, a few. Our kids love healthy snack choices now. It's crazy, by the way. Not to get off the subject. Well,
Oh yeah, they solid.
I've been on
They had a
I've
solid
been on
draft.
a healthy snack kick, so my
Mm-hmm.
kids love healthy snack choices now, and now they like walnuts too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
They
you get
love
them eating
maple
healthy. That's
walnut
better
ice
than.
cream too. And I had to tell my one kid, you only get 2 scoops. And 2 scoops. He was trying to get an ice cream boat. He was trying to make an ice cream boat last night. And I told
Mm-hmm.
him he better make that ice cream float with the 2 scoops that he put in
Wow.
that bowl. This
No,
dude went and grabbed a Stanley Cup ball, first and foremost, a Stanley Cup looking ball, and then
wow.
turned around and tried to grab the Super Bowl. I was like, man, if you don't go in there and get that mini ball and go ahead put 2 scoops in there,
He said
you
he got
crazy.
to eat too.
Yeah, you got to eat all right. You know what else? You know what team sound like they better eat this year too?
Cool.
The Green Bay Packers.
Now I do like the corner y'all got in the second round. He is a good corner.
Again, he's played meaningful football, even though South Carolina hasn't been the greatest.
Now is that overall or I mean South Carolina be having some
Or
good players, Andre.
what? No,
South
no,
Carolina be
bring me
having
bring
some
me my cereal.
South Carolina be having some really good
Bring me my
defensive
cereal. I
players.
don't care what, but you eating that? Um, I do like their moves. They made sure
Yeah,
they got a bunch of. They started off with 3 picks in the on the defensive side, which is good. They need corner, defensive tackle. Definitely need defensive tackle. They
Mm-hmm.
they addressed that. Dressed another edge. They got an edge rush. Penn State has pretty good edge rushers, i.e. Michael Parsons. Um, in pass. So I mean, they're pretty good at that position. And then you go get you a center. Go ahead and work on that offensive line for depth. You got another corner out of Alabama. Again, has played meaningful football. And then they went and got a kicker, Trey Smack, from Florida, who I'm sure he was kicking a lot of field goals because they wasn't doing a lot of scoring the
Out.
last year or
hey,
so. So you
we
go
got
ahead
the
and yeah,
punter.
Out.
see, this is why I don't worry about Green Bay. Green Bay, they know what the hell they doing in Green Bay. They just gotta
Now,
they got together. They gotta put it together so they can win the Super Bowl again.
now, Andre,
Yeah.
this is no diss whatsoever. The
What you
head
say?
coach, huh?
He said there's no diss. What he was about to say.
This is no diss whatsoever.
Usually when somebody say there's no diss, it's a diss coming. Go
No,
ahead.
this is no diss.
Go
The
ahead with the
head
diss.
coach on the Miami Dolphins was y'all what
Defensive.
coordinator, right?
Yeah.
So, do you think y'all would get better since he gone now?
Yeah, I do. I do. And here's why. I think Green Bay needed to be more aggressive last year and not you don't lose to Chicago twice if you're aggressive.
Maybe they just got tired y'all bully
No, no,
them.
no. I don't want to hear that tired out shit. In the playoffs, everybody tired. I don't want to hear about tired.
No, no, I was not going to say that. I
No,
was
I'm
going
saying
to
that. No, I'm saying that. I'm saying that when you in the playoffs, everybody tired. What I'm saying is that they weren't aggressive enough. When you got a lead as such, you still got to be aggressive. And I felt like they weren't aggressive enough. I felt like they let Caleb, who now has Gervin, uh, his nickname. I feel like they let him off the hook and let him dance around and do whatever he wanted to do.
y'all say y'all pinky toe. That's what I heard.
I didn't like it.
They said somebody on y'all defense was talking about that pinky toe. Now,
Well, I need them to talk about Super Bowl.
I just tell you what I've been hearing, my brother.
Who do you think had the worst draft?
The Cardinals.
They're up there for sure.
That should be tied with number one.
Andre, who do you think had the worst draft?
Jump pick number 13.
That's
You got jokes.
That pick might be tied to somebody's coach and Diana Rossini, but we ain't gonna go there.
We need to go there.
We ain't. Because I'm making facts before I put something out like that. But I'm very interested to know. Like I told Marcus this. I said, sports talk is good, but I'm starting to take more of an investigative journalism approach to things.
Me too.
Like, I want to know why.
At least when it comes to stuff.
Don't be telling. Don't try to tell me sell me horse piss and tell me it's ginger ale.
I know why.
I'm starting to really look into a whole bunch of shit. Like, why did they do that?
I know why. Can I tell you why? With Marvin, what did Marvin Gaye used to say when he get that good feeling?
I don't know what.
You don't remember when Marvin Gaye said when he got that good feeling, sexual healing? You don't remember that song?
I know, I'm working on 75% brain power here. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Damn. Well, the Patriots head coach got that good feeling for 6 years. And the Star reporter was doing something for 6 years. So that's all I would say about that.
If those reports come out to be true, we might be seeing we might be seeing a Maury episode of "Is This Your Baby?"
Right.
If those reports come out, we don't know yet.
Right. We don't know.
We can joke about it, but we don't actually know.
Right. But other than that,
oh damn, he left.
Yeah, he should be back. Other than that, what else you want to talk about? Anything else?
What do you want to discuss the Knicks?
Ooh, I'm glad you brought that up. Can I go in right quick?
Go right ahead.
Jalen Brunson, the point guard for the New York Knicks. Why you always flopping? Why you don't never play defense? Why you always get the call from the referee? A little suspect to me. It proven. It facts. You always flopping. It facts. And you don't never play defense, but you always flop. And you get the call. Now, me and some of my homeboys been talking about is the NBA rig from Jalen Brunson flopping all the damn time. A lot of damn fish. I never seen a point guard that don't play defense. And time you get touched, you hit the LeBron James. Huh? I can't hear you.
Because there's nothing to be
Point
said.
guard do that.
No. Not all point guards do that. Yeah.
I've seen one do it though.
Yeah, I seen one do it too. His name Jalen Brunson.
No, I know one too. Female. And her name is Caitlin Clark.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oops.
Ooh.
Go ahead, that's right. Continue.
But my thing is, you just score points. You do the three and all that shit. By the time you get a little touch on the shoulder, he got me pimped down. Oh, my pinky toe. Dog, you don't need to do all that. And they give you calls. So, Andre, who was the my question to you, I know you know this. Who was the referee that went to prison for betting on games in the NBA?
I don't remember his name.
Andre do.
He's looking for it right now.
And he gave everybody a tap. Iverson.
Tim Doherty.
Who? Say his name?
Tim Donnelly.
Correct. Now, my question to you, Andre, do you think the referees still betting on games?
Like, you almost made me call you something else. Ron Thomas.
Andre Robinson, how you doing?
I can't even believe you just asked me that. As much as you've heard me say that they need to go ahead and look at these folks' banking accounts. They need to go ahead and do some search and seize. Nah, I'm just they need to audit some of these banking accounts.
Right, but
it do it.
It don't make sense because if you seen the last 4 games in this playoffs between the New York Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks, Brunson, every time he get touched or whatever, he flop on the floor and he get the call every time. So that's a little suspect to me. He looked like a fish out of water.
LeBron does the same thing, though.
Correct.
LeBron's the king of flopping.
Correct.
He could teach a class on it.
So Jalen Brunson might be his 3rd son or 4th son. All of them flop. And Cat, you know you're not about no smoke, Cat. Stop it. I'm trying to act tough. And B, to your call a long time ago, you forgot about that? Cat, you forgot about that? Trying to act tough now. You're not about no smoke, player. Stop it. We seen you get beat up by MB and the dude of Ben Simmons a couple of years ago on the court. Huh? Huh,
Who got beat up?
No, Cat trying to act tough now.
Who? Oh, you talking about Cat?
Yeah, trying to act tough.
Oh.
But a couple of years ago, you got beat up by Embiid and Ben Simmons, the man afraid to shoot the ball. So how tall you really is? That had you in the Final Four on the court. So get the job, Andy.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really watch a
This is
lot
what
of
I think.
basketball, so I don't have a lot to add. So I just agree.
Mm.
I mean,
So I
it's the
think
truth. It facts.
so. I think the Atlanta Hawks are just outpacing the Knicks right now. Honestly,
I mean, we sh- we should we should have won Saturday game, but a little suspect there. I will not say nothing. Fuck that. Jalen Brunson, stop flopping, motherfucker. Flopping like a damn fish. Go back watch the game this past Saturday, Andre. You'll see what I'm talking about. I can't hear you.
I like what the Spurs are doing.
That's gonna be a problem. Have anybody seen Kevin Durant?
He's supposed to be back next week or next
Ah,
game.
shit. It be over by then.
I said next game, which is game 4.
Shit. That bet. I mean, that one tonight, but uh, is Kevin Durant a leader or a follower? I can't hear you, Andre.
Kevin Durant is just a baller.
Well, well,
Kevin Durant is the second highest points per game averaging player in NBA history. What are you talking about?
before we went in the playoff, we ain't know he was dealing with an ankle injury. Time we got
He
to the
he
playoff,
got, he activated it in practice. That was the thing, kind of.
we talked about practice now.
Yeah, it's not. This isn't Allen Iverson now.
we talked about practice. We talked about practice. No.
Some people actually practice, you know.
Okay, we talked about practice. Practice the game.
All it takes
Some
is come
people don't
down,
get no
run one.
better after practice either.
we talked about practice. I mean, I just saying it a little suspect to me. Everybody dealing with something around this time of the year in the NBA. But that what I was already told. So, how do you feel about what Luca did, Andre and Andy?
Hold
Till they
on
win a
here.
championship, I really don't care.
Can I say this about Luca? Can I go in on him?
Yeah.
And you know where I finna go, Andre.
I do.
I need for you to have my back on this one.
Come on with it.
If that was Draymond Green, Draymond Green will have got suspended.
Oh, you talk about Joker. That's not
Yeah.
Luca. You
I
mean
mean Joker, my bad.
Nikola
Joker.
Jokic.
Yeah. You is a sorry loser. You is a very sorry loser. and you ran to that man because he laid the ball up, and it was still
Written rule, you're
time
not
on
supposed
the.
to do that.
Is that in the rule book?
Yeah, but there's unspoken rules in sports,
It's an
Ron.
unwritten rule.
What the unwritten? Well,
Just like in baseball, when you hit a home run, you don't throw the bat. There's certain things. There's just unwritten rules and stuff you don't do.
let me let me ask y'all this: Is it bad blood there?
Oh yeah,
These two,
Minnesota and Denver hate each
right?
other,
These two teams don't like each other.
and that's why it's partially on that other dude's fault for laying up the way he did.
Now, if
Other
it,
thing, and that other dude was Daniels, correct?
yes, Daniels,
Was that Daniels who did that?
Yeah.
yes,
Okay. Daniels is the same person who came out in the public in the media and said that Denver has bad defensive players on the team.
right. Andre, Andre, you the best. You the basketball coach on here. Yes or no? You teach basketball.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. Was he lying?
No, he
Yes.
wasn't.
No,
Okay.
He
but
wasn't lying.
just there's always the thing though. If you won't run your mouth, you might get popped.
Okay.
But I will say this though. Not only did he say that, but he backed it up the next game too. I
Bingo.
will say that he definitely backed it up the next game.
Right. So my question to y'all two is it Luca? I mean, Joker. Is he a sore loser that he gave up on a lot of defensive plays during the game, or is it his prior hurt? For Daniel said what he
First
said.
of all, number one, Nikola Jokic is a finesse player. Nikola Jokic has never been known for defensive prowess like that anyway. That's for starters.
Okay.
Um, he wasn't he wasn't lying. Daniels wasn't lying when he said that they have a lot of bad defensive players. He was
Okay.
right. He's not
Okay.
lying.
Okay.
But just because you're right doesn't make it
Andre.
the truth doesn't make it right to say at the time. I
Hmm.
get it that it's competition and all that. And of course, you want to add some flair and fire. That's part of the reason why Nikola Jokic did what he did, too, is because Daniels already having running his mouth prior, which I don't, again, I'm not against that. I'm all for it, actually.
So
I'm
so
okay with it. But
okay.
to Denver, in the eyes of Denver, I get it.
Get
They annoyed. But Nikola Jokic punk ass went over there, ran up to him and got snatched up. So I don't
right.
even know why he ran over there.
Right. So
You gonna run
that
over there, you gonna act like you gonna do something
right.
and you get
That
snatched up.
that my point. Right there. Now go back to what I was saying. If Draymond Green would have did that, he would have got how many games suspended?
Yeah, but there's a difference in Draymond Green goes and does shit and gets already suspended. Joker doesn't. That's
Wait,
really the difference.
wait, my brother. My Joker do be doing some crazy shit. I seen it. I seen it.
Didn't Draymond Green get suspended for like 20 games for basically just kicking people in the nuts?
Yeah,
My point.
but what I saying,
He purposely goes out to do that. Yeah, I
right?
mean, in the heat of the moment, something happens.
It
I'm sure Joker does some stuff, but there's a difference in the player. There's a reason, you know, I'm gonna go back in the day where a certain player on Detroit used to get technicals for just looking at referees.
Right. You mentioned Rasheed Wallace. You mentioned my point
Mm-hmm.
for me. And then when I just said, do you think the referees still be better on games?
I 100%. They definitely do in all sports.
So how should the NBA deal with that?
The NBA's probably in on it. They probably tell them who to bet on.
They did. Nobody got suspended. They suspended them. They,
What you say, my brother?
they did already. They did nothing. Nobody got suspended or fined.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Mm. So what should the NBA come out and say about this?
Nothing.
They
They're
probably,
not.
yeah, they ain't gonna say anything.
They need
They're
to.
nothing about that. Listen, they're not gonna say nothing about that. Denver about to get eliminated next game anyway. It's over.
We hope.
Nah. Well, then again, Anthony Edwards
It,
did injure himself. I don't know if that's a hyperextended knee or an ACL tear. If it's an
hyper.
ACL tear, he's done for the year. They're in trouble.
Then that other, I think that other point guard or shooting guard out for the season.
Yeah, and I think, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I think it's a bad play by Anthony Edwards too. I get it. I get it. You want to hustle and play every play, fine and dandy, but that late in the game, you're up that much. I don't think that that was warranted. You got to be careful. I almost want to say that if you want to talk coaching, that's kind of the coach's fault for leaving them in there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. He shouldn't have
that
been in
what
there at the time.
that what I was on. Coach him
If
out.
I'm the coach, Anthony Edwards is coming out. If we up 15 and there's 2 minutes left in the game, he's coming out. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not risking that. Anthony Edwards is damn near the.
The
People always
face
ask me
of
why I
the
say this, but Anthony Edwards is damn near almost the face of the league.
right. Well, we
Just
know he's
about.
not two-piece shooter. Morant. We we know we know he's not the face no more. He
Well, no,
messed
he's
up.
he's getting up there. LeBron should have been retired like 2 fucking years ago.
Well, LeBron James should have retired when his hairline went back.
Hey,
You
y'all gonna
always
lay,
want to be pointing out people's hairlines.
Hey,
y'all better lay off. Y'all gonna lay off LeBron James. LeBron James been balling
yeah,
lately.
he been balling, and every time he balled, the hairline go a lot
I
better.
cannot. You gonna leave? You gonna leave my man? Man, he Jim Jones balling. He not. He not ball. He not ball like.
What, Andre? You really gonna sit there and say that?
All right, fine. You're right. He is bald. His
Yeah,
receding hairline have an ass. All
yeah,
right,
his hairline.
his bald spot in the back of. Yeah,
What?
I get it. I
Uh,
understand, but still, LeBron James has been balling,
yeah,
like balling.
he have. He have. But I don't know who hairline was. Sir. Stephen A. Smith, LeBron.
Listen, I done told you they moving on up. Literally,
Like George Reese.
they literally moving on up. Stop messing with these folks, man. They moving on up. Stephen
hey,
A's joint moving on up. George Jefferson looking so.
hey,
and and
LeBron.
LeBron James cut his hair, cut it all off because he knew how
And
to work.
LeBron James said he wanted to be like Michael Jordan. So, my well, don't tell that off. Your
Like,
hairline right here.
Mike,
Your hairline right here.
I mean, they like to be like Mike, unless you not the right Mike, like Mike Vrabel. Oh, I'm sorry. Oops.
Oh,
I'm just saying. But I
you,
got so much to say. I got so much other stuff to talk about too, as far as WNBA, which y'all gonna stop hating on. Y'all folks out there gonna stop hating on the WNBA. I'm tired of y'all hating on the WNBA.
Well,
WNBA is fun and good to watch. Definitely good to watch, especially when y'all keep overhyping certain players.
who overhyped?
Huh?
Who their names?
You talking
Oh,
about the Great White Hope?
yes. Look at you.
Part two, Andre. Because last time I checked, they call her the next Larry Bird.
The next
Mm-hmm.
who?
Do not
Larry
disgrace
Bird.
the name of Larry Bird by putting it next to her.
That's what they call her.
Please don't.
Yeah,
They says
the MAGA idiots who don't even watch. They're just, oh, Caitlin Clark. Yeah, no, she's
that
not
what
Larry Bird. She'll
that
never
what
be
they
Larry Bird.
call her. Larry Bird.
At this point, Andy, she could score 4 points in a game, and people will be like, "Oh, just oh, great, just great job." She assisted on 10 baskets, though.
She is
Uh,
James Harden.
I can't. I'm just like, dude, yeah, obviously, when people say stuff like that, I'm like, you have no idea about basketball. You really don't watch basketball or know basketball or ever played it. Because Ron could be 2 feet away from me. I could pass the ball to Ron. Ron could cross somebody over, hit somebody with the sham god, go to the basket and lay it up or dunk it, and I get an assist for that
Mm-hmm.
because I passed the ball. Do that mean that I did something special? I just gave Ron the ball. I just gave Ron the ball.
I
Like,
mean,
dude.
the same
So
thing
when
can be
people
said in
be like,
hockey when
oh,
it comes to assists too.
right.
So
But when people say, oh, 10 assists, yada, yada, yada. No, assisting in hockey is a little different. A little different. I
the
mean,
goalie
it
can
could
have
be
an
that.
assist
But
depending
a
on what
lot of
happens.
those assists in hockey are really good assists. Those aren't like, oh, I just passed it to the person next to me. A lot of them ain't, oh, I just passed it to the person 2 feet away from me or 4 feet away from me, and then you score, and then you went and scored. A lot of those are, I hit you with a pass, precision pass, and you shot the puck when you were supposed to, or yada yada. Like, some of them are really good. I think I see better passes in hockey than I do in basketball, to be honest.
Yeah,
And
but
that's
don't
just
you only
personal.
get when you assist a basket, only one person gets an assist in basketball, where it's two or
Two people
three in
who can get an
hockey.
assist, right? 2 or 3 people can get an assist in hockey for.
Yeah, that's what I'd be talking about. Because you'd be like, yeah,
Now,
you
yeah, I
passed it
get
up,
that.
and then somebody passes it and they shoot. You get an
Right.
assist
Like
for
if you
that.
the third person, if you passed it to Alex Tuck, who passed it to Beck Malenstein, who passed it to Tage Thompson and scored, and you got an assist that you're Alex Tuck, I'm like, dude, you didn't do nothing. Like, what did you do exactly? Like, you didn't do nothing. He wasn't involved. So I totally understand that. But I'm talking about this Caitlin Clark shit. They getting on my nerves with this crap. Like, oh, well, she passed it to Kelsey Mitchell, and Kelsey Mitchell decided to cross somebody over and then hit somebody with a jumper. And that assist goes to Caitlin Clark. And then people are like, well, she had 10 assists. Get the hell out of here.
That says she was Larry Bird, man.
Every assist is not created equal in basketball. I need people to understand that.
Okay, I'm calling for at least 10 other words to be spoken between her name and Larry Bird. Okay,
Yes,
I need a restraining order.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm
you better
filing
stop
a
that.
restraining order.
Caitlin Clark went 2 for 10 the other day in a preseason game. Now people will be like, "Well, it was a preseason game. It was a preseason game. It doesn't matter." Usually the best players show out in preseason.
Larry could probably shoot better than that now.
I just want to put that out there. She went 2 for 10, and her 2 baskets that she made was in the first quarter. I just want to
Mm-hmm.
put in the first 3 minutes. But I will say this. I will say this, and this is why this happens to her. because y'all keep overhyping her. So then I have to give y'all actual analysis on this person. Uh if I'm any team this year and I play the Fever, if I catch Caitlin Clark getting the inbound, I'm pressuring her. I'm pressuring the ball as soon as she get the inbound. Like I'm pressuring her, and her 94 feet away from the basket. I'm so serious because I watched on multiple occasions against the Liberty where she had a hard time bringing the ball up the floor. Be
Mm-hmm.
honest, I'm pressuring her as soon as she touched the ball. If you the inbounder and you pass Caitlin Clark the ball, you better believe I'm all in her hip pocket the entire time. Because one or two things are probably gonna happen. One, she's gonna turn the ball over. She's gonna turn the ball over. Steal from her. And I mean, if I steal the ball from you or you turn the ball over a lot, you ain't gonna be doing a whole lot of scoring. You gonna
Mm.
be doing a lot of bench warming and
Mm.
Gatorade pouring.
You
Okay?
might fumble the Gatorade. We don't need you over there.
Just saying. I'm just saying, like,
She
you
might drop the
know,
Gatorade on the floor.
they be overhyping her. Like she had 7 points and 4 rebounds, and they're like, well, yeah, she was a great intricate part of uh the Fever beating the Liberty 109-92. I'm like,
You
you
you do
realize
know you
seven
do know
points
she
out
got
of
that.
109. Like,
You
what are
do
you talking?
know she got that State Farm video commercial, right?
Stop, stop,
Hey.
stop. I can't with you.
She
That's he brought up the State Farm commercial is crazy. I cannot.
said she wish she to do anything from the logo. Then he paint everything at the logo.
Shit.
She got socks out of the dryer on the logo.
Keep a close eye on this year, by the way. We'll keep a very close eye on certain players this year.
Andre, who
And
is
Caitlin
Wayne?
Clark, Caitlin Clark better be out there practicing every day because unlike some of these other girls, she ain't got a future in anything else.
Mm.
I don't I don't want to see her on no goddamn podcast. She ain't she ain't gonna be no Victoria's Secret model. She ain't gonna be in WWE. Sorry, she ain't it.
I don't know when she flop everywhere. She might need to go talk to Bronson from the New York Knicks.
Just saying, she ain't got it cut out for her like much of anything else. So
Do y'all know who is Dwayne Woodley in the chat?
Yep.
I can't see the chat. So
He said Atlanta GM isn't that great. Who I ain't said nothing about our GM.
Is he talking about WNBA Atlanta's GM or is he talking about the Atlanta
he,
Falcons?
he gotta
Oh,
specify.
yeah,
Because
you need to specify.
if he's talking
Well,
about Atlanta's GM for the WNBA, then I kind of question what the hell he's talking about.
yeah,
Because are you talking about because Angel Reese went to Atlanta?
hey, don't hate. She
Because
said the South got something to say. So
he said what?
he ain't saying nothing yet.
I don't
Oh,
say because he's talking about WNBA. Is he talking about the NBA? Is he talking about the NFL?
Dwayne, who you talking about? Atlanta Hawks, uh, the
The
female
Falcons? Oh,
basketball team, or Atlanta Falcons? What? Well, anyway, anything else you want to talk about, Andy and Andre?
I think we pretty much covered just about everything.
So we went over Stephen A. Smith. We went over LeBron James. Both
When
of
did we
them
go?
got
What did we? The only thing you said about Stephen A. Smith is him missing hair. You really counting that?
yeah. The more important. Every time he tell a lie, he had your missing.
He loses an inch of his hairline. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I feel like he would have no hair by now if that were the case.
Oh, it's coming.
Is it every 100 lies maybe he loses
Right,
an inch?
right. It's coming. But,
Man's been
but
on the air for like 20 some fucking years.
yeah, it's coming. Every year he headline your back. But everybody like and share the show and then tell everybody where they to see you at.
Right here. I ain't be nowhere else except maybe you find me on Facebook or YouTube or not YouTube, TikTok. But I don't really talk on there. It's more throwing stuff in comments. So
Mm.
if you catch one of
Andre,
my offhanded comments, good for you.
Andre, tell the people who you is.
I'm Andre Robinson,
AKA.
and I approve of this message.
What's he? What are you running for office now?
My well. And y'all already know who I am and where I be at on Talk Your Ish every Tuesday night around 8 o'clock. And also, I'll be on another show. Stay tuned on Monday nights around 7:30. Also, I'll be on the eye test Wednesday nights around 10 o'clock. Like and share the show. And deuces. Hit it, Andre.